Let's start, guys, with our buy local, cook local. And the reason I have this freshly baked bread in my hand is because I want to introduce you now to Saran Fournillier of Krumbs Bakery.
Hi, my name is Saran Fournillier and I am here from Krumbs Cafe. We are an artisan bakery. We are an online bakery, so you can get our stuff via our website or our social media. We carry sourdough, artisan breads, rolls, muffins, cookies, and a whole host of different home-baked items. Krumbs, like I said, is homemade bread. These are made by hand in our home, literally in our home kitchen. There are no additives, there are no preservatives. All these recipes were actually created by me. They are all original recipes or spins off of recipes that I have come up with or created over the last 3 years, which is how long Krumbs is in existence now. Krumbs started 3 years ago officially, but I have 2 kids and they are very close in age. They were born 15 months apart. So for 3 years, I was pregnant or with a child or, carrying a child. And after having that experience, I was kind of fragmented. I was torn, I was kind of confused. I felt like I didn't know what direction I had to go in. Even though I was working, even though I had, everything going for me, more or less, I did feel a sense of misdirection and I wanted to focus in on something. My husband actually told me to find something that I love. And I always had a love for the kitchen. I always loved to bake. I love to cook in general. So what happened was I came up with a hobby and I started baking more for my friends and family. And everybody loved it and they encouraged me and they would always want when they would come over, So eventually we decided, my sister and myself, because she started helping me, to attend the market, the Namdevco market, where we started selling bread. So I would never forget that day. We baked till 3 o'clock in the morning by hand. We had no mixer, nothing. And we baked 12 loaves of white bread. And we took it to the market and, it was, somebody bought and then another person bought, and it was a thrilling time, I'll never forget that moment. So we continued and I was tossing around with ideas for names, and I always liked the word crumbs, but I didn't know why. Many people asked me why I would want to name the business Krumbs, because when you think of Krumbs, what do you think of? You think of just the leftovers, just the pieces, just whatever's not wanted. But I changed the meaning of the word by giving it a K, and now what it represents is all those fragmented parts of me, all those unique glitches, all those things I have to work on, all the things that make me unique, make other people unique, make you unique, make everybody, their own person, is what Krumbs represents. It represents all the little bits of us that comes together to make a unique person. And same with the bread, it's all different aspects, all different ingredients, all different methods, different techniques that I have learned over the years to create loaves that are just representative of who we are and who you are. So we have here the wheat bran. It's whole wheat flour and bran and oats. So we have a variety of alternative flours. When I say alternative, I just mean ancient grains in terms of rye, spelt, buckwheat, and whole wheat and bran. The healthier grains, the more nutrient-dense grains that you would find. So we can create loaves similar to this one with any of those types of flours, right? This here is a challah bread. Do you know what challah is? It is a Jewish loaf. Somebody very close to me is actually Jewish, and she taught me about this bread and its history and helped me develop a recipe. So it is rich in eggs and it's traditionally made with honey, which you can request if you want it the traditional way. It's used on Jewish special holidays, and It is a lovely bread. It's similar to brioche, and it has that soft kind of texture, and it's unique. This one here is actually infused with rosemary, so it smells amazing. It smells really good. Okay, so here we have our stuffed bread. It is stuffed with raisins, sun-dried tomatoes, and olives. This one I created off a whim this week. I just felt like, we needed something new, and so I added it onto the menu, and it did well this very first week of having it on the menu. This is basically just a plain white, but stuffed with those items. You could also request different stuffings, and that's something special about Krumbs. Like if people want a buckwheat sourdough with cranberries in it, we would do it for you. It's not like you have to order off the menu. You just ask the question. We are very personal with our customers. We interact, so that's something that could always happen. It's not an issue. This here is a spin-off of coconut bake. It's actually a coconut roll. It has the texture and appearance of dinner rolls, but it has coconut in it. This one here is sourdough. Are you familiar with sourdough at all? We created sourdough from our own starter. Now, sourdough is made from a mixture of flour and water that's left to ferment over some days. That fermentation process creates lactic acid and bacteria, which builds up over time and gives the bread that rise, in which case these use yeast, instant yeast or fresh yeast. This sourdough uses that starter, which is that mixture of flour and water. So we use that flour and water, and the chemical reaction in it overnight creates this loaf of bread, which I find is just so cool. So this one here I made for you walnut and cranberry rye, and this here is also a sourdough. This is one of our top sellers. It's the seed crusted sourdough. Like you can see, it's literally crusted with seeds: sunflower, pumpkin, sesame, flax, black sesame as well. And the loaf itself is enriched with bran, and the seeds are all throughout the loaf. So I'm just gonna cut this here sourdough. I love slicing bread. I think it's therapeutic. My favorite way of eating sourdough actually is balsamic vinegar and olive oil. Dip it in there. Dip it in there. Joelle, this is for you. So you can order our bread on our website at krumbstt.com. That's KRUMBSTT.com. You can also order via our Instagram. The handle is also KrumbsTT. On Facebook, KrumbsTT. So KRUMBS KrumbsTT on Instagram, Facebook, and our website. And you could also call or WhatsApp 357-1899. That's 357-1899 to order. We also do deliveries. Our bread is made fresh and delivered to you. We're not available in any stores. You have to contact us directly. That's our specialty bread. You can get it delivered straight to your door. You just contact us and let us know which one you'd like to try.
Thank you very much, Saran Fournillier. She's of Krumbs Bakery, guys. Check them out online, Facebook, Instagram. Check their website and support local. Buy local, cook local.